going.
It's recording now.
Okay, so I am threading my brand new Wolf Pup 810. I'm using a 6'2" bamboo, and this is actually a pretty short warp. It's going to be a dummy warp that I'm going to tie onto. And as you can see, I'm about halfway done, and what I want to show is I want to demonstrate how I thread my loom. And so I'm threading a straight draw, and so that's 1 through 8. So I pick out the first, my heddles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I bring my 8 heddles over, and I can lay my thread against the heddles and my hand behind them, and I can check to see I've got 1 heddle from each shaft. Now I take my remaining warp, or the warp I'm going to pick from, and I pull it behind those heddles so it's resting between the heddles and the extra ones that I don't want to slide over there and accidentally get threaded versus these. So now I'm holding my warp thread under tension, and I can look towards the back, and I can separate and see my next 2 threads, and I'm threading 1 through 8. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to call the shaft closest to me number 1. So I thread my first one, and I'm just using one hand, and I poke fold the thread in half, poke it through, and then pull. Push it to the side. Here's number 2. Fold it in half, push it through the eye, push it to the side. Go to the rear. I'm looking back at the threads as they're coming through the reed and picking out the very next one that is to get threaded. And because I'm threading, 1, 2, 3 going to the back, I just choose the next one that's closest to me. That's number 3. And I work my way from the front to the rear, threading 1 through 8. Using my left hand to keep the warp threads under tension so I can pick off the next thread easily. There's my last thread. I can check it, and I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Threaded correctly, and go on to the next bunch. Pick out the next 8 heddles from the left. Check them, make sure that I've got 1 through 8. I do. I can thread them. Fold it in half, push it through from the rear. And work my way from front to back. If I was doing a different pattern, I'd pick out whatever the pattern was, up to 8 or 12 heddles, and I'd shove them over and thread the pattern, and I would do it in small increments like that so that I could check them as I went. And I pretty much don't have threading errors if I do it this way. It might take me a little longer, but it's worth it in the end if I don't have to go back and redo. Pull them, put tension on them and see I've got a nice straight draw. Nice straight draw. Go through and